Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. If you don't know by now and you just clicked on this video for the first time, I homeschool my children. Plus, I do nails on the side, but this video is about homeschooling. Um, for the last couple of months, we've had a theme, and this has been our theme. We've been learning everything about chocolate, and so I'm just going to share really quickly some things that we've been doing regarding chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and show you the bulletin board first. Then I'm going to go through some chocolate themed books and then some chocolate themed curriculum. If you want to know more about some of the items that we use for our chocolate theme, then go ahead and comment below and I can send those items to you. Um, I do choose a theme about every quarter of the year. The theme just helps me. Sometimes when you're teaching your children, you have to teach them things that are interested and things that are necessary. And so this is just to supplement and have fun while we're learning, other than just the core curriculums. So I want to take you through the bulletin board first. So in the center of the bulletin board, of course, we have chocolate, pictures of chocolate right here. We've been learning U.S. history. This is our timeline. You can see, I guess I'll go ahead and move this. You can see some of the years on here. And then also we have some items that are wrote out with a pencil that we need to go back and add the dates to. But that is the center of the board. Bear with me because I move this camera and I'm not that good with it. If you go to the side of the board, probably your right, you will see chocolate chip cookies. We have this part of the board that says top 3, and it's just top 3 things that we want to accomplish. Oh, I'm not good with this. I can see that now. Then right here, we have some influential people that are chocolate, as you can see. So it fits with our chocolate theme. I'm going to insert pictures too because this is really ghetto. But anyway, those are all the influential people. This board is actually really good for the months of December, January, February. It's March now, and I will be taking it down at the end of March. This is our March calendar. We decided to use these Almond Joy wrappers. And again, I'll be changing this out at the end. Oh, I got my bill stuff right there. I'm gonna have to put something over that. And then this was my chocolate drip that I created. And then when you go to the right side of the board, again, we had it up for January. So you will have our 2022 hot chocolate pouring out of there. And then this is some key vocabulary words in the middle right here. And basically just some things, key vocabulary words. And then I also made these Tootsie Roll pieces of candy for additional vocabulary words for my daughter. And then on this side, I just have all of the children who are in my life at this time. I also have that was really ghetto. But if you want to see exactly what the board looks like, I do have a video, a homeschool room tour video that is showing this board. But I'm going to continue on to the chocolate books. So these are the chocolate themed books that we have been using. This book is really nice. It has more like an encyclopedia type situation. It has all of the places where chocolate is grown, the history of chocolate, how to make chocolate, different kinds of chocolate. This was a good book. Another book that we really enjoyed, you have to get this book, is Jojo and the Chocolate Donut. This book is by two male black artists and illustrator. Not artist and illustrator. Author and illustrator. They're two black guys. And this is a really nice book. I got this book, and there's nothing wrong with it because it does show brown faces, however, or chocolate, should I say, chocolate faces. However, a lot of chocolate books, for some reason, have, for some reason, that the girl feel bad about her skin, and I just can't really get with that because we be on that at this point in my home. We know we love our skin, but this book is called Chocolate Milk with a Side of Beauty. Not too bad. This one is Mistakes That Worked. This is really not a chocolate themed book, but it has the history of chocolate chip cookies, which is a really interesting history about chocolate chip cookies. The lady's name is Ruth Graves, who first made chocolate chip cookies. And so this book actually says it was an accident. Some books say it was not an accident, but the lady's name is Ruth Graves, and she still made chocolate chip cookies, whether it was an accident or not. So we learned about that, and I really enjoyed that book, and I believe my kids did too, because we ended up looking at the history of some other things too. Like, what was it? What did we? Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola and a lot of other things too in this book. This book is From Cocoa Beans to Chocolate. Who Made My Lunch? It is exactly what it says. From Cocoa Beans to Chocolate. Love this book as well. It is Grandpa Cacao. So some people say cocoa and some people say cacao, but cacao is the actual seed, tree, plant, fruit from the ground, and then you turn cacao into cocoa, but they do use the word interchangeably. This is a really good book. I really like this book. And then another book that is about chocolate and also is good for February, because remember, you can use this chocolate themed curriculum from December because it's cold and you drink hot chocolate all the way up until, I would say, February. We kind of extended it a little bit longer, but I'm about to get ready to change our theme. This is Love Monster and the Last Chocolate. We really enjoy this book as well. Now, my favorite hot chocolate, I'm going to have to ask one of my kids to go and get this for me. So one of y'all go into that bucket that's up under here and hand me the hot chocolate. We've tasted a lot of hot chocolates, but this is my favorite hot chocolate, so I might as well share it with you in case you want to purchase hot chocolate. We made hot chocolate several times throughout this theme. One interesting fact about chocolate is that it was literally a drink first before it was a bar. So not exactly like this is how the how they drank it years before, but it was first a liquid drink and they added spices to it and things like that before it was a bar. So that's just a fun little interesting fact. But this is my favorite hot chocolate brand that you can get from the store. We made it with marshmallows, without marshmallows. And then I'm going to open up my journal and just go over a few items. I just did the book spotlight. Of course, I would recommend you get Jojo the Chocolate Donut, Grandpa Cacao, Love Monster, and the Last Chocolate. Who Made My Lunch? From Cocoa Beans to Chocolate, and Mistakes That Worked. The Mistakes That Worked book, we use that for chocolate chip cookies, but it has a lot of other things in it, interesting things in it as well. Those are the books that I highlighted, but we also read some other books as well. Chocolate Fever, we read that book. That gave my kids a laugh. When the little boy who had chocolate fever just got in a random 18-wheeler with a black guy. It was hilarious. We laughed at that. Chocolate Me, that's a kind of popular chocolate kids book. I think the author is Tay Diggs. It was straight. Curious George goes to the chocolate factory. Hot Cocoa Calm. Do frogs drink hot chocolate? Chocolate milk por favor. And the chocolate touch. We didn't really get through that, but my kids said they already knew how that book was gonna go. It was another. What was the name of that book about monkeys? Do y'all remember that? It was a book.
Monkeys and hats and whatnot.
Monkey jumping on the bed.
It was another book. It said monkey something hot chocolate. I wish I would Google it right quick. It's something about monkeys and hot chocolate. No, that's not the name of the book.
It was something about the it kept going like if you give a monkey.
Yeah, but what is the name of the book?
I don't know.
Cause I forgot. No,
Without no monkeys, no chocolate.
No monkeys, no chocolate. Thank you very much. It was called No Monkeys, No Chocolate. Do y'all remember any other chocolate books that we read that I did not mention? And I know I'm going fast, but again, you can comment below.
If you give a monkey a cookie.
No.
Not a mouse, a mouse cookie.
If you give a mouse a cookie, do we read that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well,
And we
there you go.
also saw the guy that did that show.
And then just some interesting things that we did. We took a virtual field trip to the Hershey's Chocolate Museum. That was amazing as well. If my kids want to mention anything about that they remembered, they can do that now. I'm going fast. Anything I remember about the virtual field trip to the Hot Chocolate Museum?
It was Hot Chocolate Museum. That's it.
It wasn't Hot Chocolate Museum. It was a chocolate museum.
Well, that's all I remember was chocolate and stuff.
Okay, we're gonna go on. A video on YouTube that we watched is St. Lucia's birthday vlog by a vlogger called I Know Lee. She went to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is a island where chocolate can be found, cacao trees can be found, and that was a very interesting vlog because they saw her making chocolate as well as some other things that she did on her vacation to St. Lucia. But that was interesting too because it was like we were traveling virtually as well. We watched some movies about chocolate. Randomly, I just went on all these subscriptions that you have to have in order to watch anything. And we looked up a movie called Chocolat. It was really good. My kids didn't know what to expect. It is not it's not a current movie, like it's set back in time, but we really enjoyed that movie. I did. I don't know about them. Then we watched a movie called Chocolate Kiss. It was more of an urban type movie, and that was funny too because my kids were laughing at the acting. But again, these were free movies that we watched about chocolate. Some of the assignments, we did make chocolate chip cookies. We made the Toll House recipe minus brown sugar because we did not have any brown sugar, so we just doubled our sugar content. But after we made the chocolate chip cookies and we had some chocolate chip cookies that we ate from store-bought, it was totally different, and we all agreed that the store-bought cookies were absolutely disgusting. So that created a project where we compared freshly baked chocolate chip cookies to store-bought chocolate chip cookies, and that was very interesting. We did do a Hershey's Kiss melt experiment where we put the chocolate chip in our hand and held it in our hand to see how long it took for it to melt, and it took over 5 minutes for each one to even melt a little bit, but it did depend on the person's body temperature. Some people's didn't melt good and some did. Good. My daughter said hers melted really well. I don't know if we did this or not, but this is something that you can do if we didn't do it, or we will go back and do it. A type of chocolate anchor chart. Did we do that? I did it. I saw it, even if they didn't do it. But there are different type of chocolates: milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, and so you can categorize that. We did an anchor chart of our favorite chocolate chip treats, and I may have my child to go and get that off the board so I can show you that. There's an assignment that my kids did not get to, but it's still here for them to do. It's chocolate kiss fractions. So I just took some fractions that they needed to, what is the word for fractions? Okay, that they needed to, what is the word? What is it when you turn a fraction into a whole, okay, anyway. A chocolate kiss
Simplify?
fractions, huh? Simplify fractions. And then there's also another assignment of fractions using the chocolate bar. Some snacks, chocolate chip waffles. We had those. We had chocolate chip cookies, Hershey Kisses, hot chocolate, Tootsie Rolls. We just did the chocolate thing. And again, we talked about Ruth Graves Wakefield, and we also talked about Milton Hershey. So, that's all what we did for chocolate. Can you please hand me the anchor chart just so I can show? And there's some other things that you can do for chocolate as well. And that's pretty much the end of this video, but nobody has moved, so get my anchor chart. It's on the wall, the chocolate anchor chart. On the wall right there. Under the other anchor charts.
Under.
He got it now. Thanks, ma'am. Yesterday, while he's getting that, I'm not sure what the next thing will be, but we've had several things prior to now. I don't know what the next one will be, but I really enjoy homeschooling my kids. I'm really just buying time right now. Anybody? Oh, so yesterday I did a video about my favorites for February, and my kids were trying to interrupt the video, and I told them today they could be a part of my video. So do anybody want to say anything?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Yesterday, when I did my February video, they want, oh, you don't have to come to the camera, but just anything that you want to say about chocolate that you enjoy.
I really liked the chocolate chip cookies that we made because they were really good.
Okay, she really liked the chocolate chip cookies that we made because they were really good. That is true. They were.
They were not like any other chocolate chip cookie.
So this says my favorite chocolate treat. Then I have my daughter, which is Ashlyn. She had brownies and chocolate cake. Me, I am mom. I love Tootsie Rolls, Almond Joy, fudge, banana ice cream, nostalgia from when I was a kid. My son LeBron had chocolate ice cream, chocolate chip cookies, and chocolate pretzels. And then my other son Rashawn, he had Hershey's cookies and cream. That's his favorite candy. And chocolate chip pancakes.
Did you just say cookies?
Another
Mom, did you just say
oh,
cookies?
and yeah, that's it. And another thing that I wanted to say about chocolate is that white chocolate is not the same thing as dark chocolate.
Mom,
but I'm not gonna go into that.
did you just say chocolate? Cookies and cream?
White chocolate, no, dark chocolate is made from the seeds, the pod seeds inside of the chocolate fruit, because chocolate is a fruit. And white chocolate is made from the liquid inside of the cocoa pod. I'm glad I didn't stop this video because we also made cocoa pods. Or, excuse me, cacao pods. So, this was a paper mache activity. So they also learned how to paper mache. You can still see the balloon in there. Of course, you could take the balloon out. But this is what This is what cocoa pods actually look like, minus the paper mache creation. But this is what they look like if they were hanging on a tree. They resemble all these different colors is what cocoa pods look like. So we also did a paper mache art activity. And we probably did some other things with chocolate that I cannot recall right now. But I did want to come on here and show you those chocolate books, some of the things that we talked about, some of the videos that we watched, some of the virtual field trips that we took, all about chocolate. And I'm very excited about our chocolate people who we discussed as well. So that's the end of this video.